Lately, I've been taking a lot of pictures in black and white in both acros and monochrome, and I came across a set of pictures in my hard drive that I really liked. I really enjoyed it, and I wanted to share those with you guys. So these were taken with the Fujifilm X-Pro1 of the Bluffs in monochrome. And now, if you don't know what the Bluffs are, essentially it's kind of this general term that we refer to this area in Long Beach, but essentially bluffs are cliff sides or really steep cliff sides that are near some kind of beach, ocean, or coastline or whatnot. So there's this area in Long Beach where there's exactly that, a bunch of steep cliffs, and there's this bike path down below at the beach where a lot of people bike down, skate down, run down, walk down, and so it makes for a great spot to get a lot of good shots. So I decided to go there the other day. And initially, I actually was not planning to go outside. Sometimes I'm kind of a homebody, but I knew it would be good for me. I knew I kind of had to, so I forced myself to go out. And I brought the Fujifilm X-Pro1 and the 18mm f2, and I am actually really glad I went out that day because I got a lot of awesome shots. So I want to share those images with you guys and talk about some of them. One thing that was cool about this day was that I made a really good choice when I decided to bring the 18mm f2 with me. When you're shooting with any type of wide angle, it's really cool because it allows you to take a picture of kind of the bigger picture, as opposed to when you're shooting with something like a 40mm or 50mm, which gets you kind of closer to the subject. A wide angle is really good for the bluffs, especially because it's kind of a landscape. It makes you want to take, when you're at the bluffs, it makes you want to take a picture of the landscape. So I'm glad I brought the 18mm so I could capture kind of a lot of the cliffs themselves. So one peculiarity about this day was that it was actually extremely bright. If you couldn't tell from the pictures, it was a very bright sunset. Usually it's not this harsh, but I think it made for some really awesome images, especially in monochrome, because when you're looking at some of the pictures, there's this stark and bright contrast between the lights and the darks. So the highlights and the shadows are really blown out in the opposite direction, and it made for a lot of some awesome silhouettes. A lot of the pictures came out at more like figures and yeah, just silhouettes, and it really just kind of fit the vibe of the pictures. So this picture right here is kind of indicative of that. By no means is it technically or whatever a good picture, but it actually ended up being one of my favorite pictures. So 90% of the image is like blown out by this harsh sunlight, but there's this like soft roll off into the sand, so it kind of blends into the sand, and then 10% of the picture is just this kid riding on the bike. And I think I caught it at this very perfect moment, so it came out to be a really pleasing image in my opinion. In sort of an artsy way, I just really like it. I like how it came out. Something else you might notice in the pictures was that it was a fairly windy day. Now, I don't know if I was able to capture it well, but essentially the wind was creating this sort of haze with the sand. It was blowing sand over the ground that made this little hazy cloud or layer of sand. And I don't know if some of the pictures was able to capture it. I tried to get down and take a picture of it, but with the 18mm, I couldn't focus properly on that haze. So I don't know if it showed up too well. I think this picture in particular was kind of the closest thing I got to capturing that. But yeah, it doesn't do it that much justice. It was really cool, I swear. Alright, so essentially those were all the images I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the pictures. If you did, please do like this video down below and subscribe to this channel for future videos and content. I plan to make a lot more videos about not only cameras, but a lot about my experiences with the cameras and the lenses and stuff, and wherever I go to take pictures. What you're seeing here is essentially the growth of my photography and whatever it happens to be in the future. So hopefully they come out enjoyable. But once again, thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you in another video. Peace.